how much corruption, that determines how the growth will be there. It will be harmonious growth, a destructive growth, or haphazard growth. Whether flower will come or weeds will come. A small amount of corruption, like salt in food, is necessary. Some self-interest, which says in modern times, even as well as in older times, they say self-interest or स्वार्थ जरूरी है. How people works, there are 4 phenomena on why people work. One is important, is self-interest. Another is a fear. Third, begari, helplessness. Fourth is out of love. Self-interest causes a faster growth in many sectors, but its duration is very less. In certain sector, if you see, the corrupt people are causing the growth in that sector, and other are dumb stock, or maybe idle banterer, chatter. They chat endlessly, like a chatterbox. They talk endlessly, but they don't work. Self-interested or corrupt people knows that until unless I do work, some work, then only I can manipulate the things. I cannot make castle in the air for a longer period. Some castle has to be made. Then only I can the work. So in many countries, they allow corruption to take place. In certain sector, they allow corruption to be free-flowing so that they have a larger control. They can destroy the things. They can allow growth of lawlessness or growth of their norms and decay of others. So here the corruption is a positive, they say. But it's short-lived. It creates fear on others, helplessness, and moreover, health hazard to the self who are indulged in it and their family members. So to a very small extent, some interest is required. So God has given that and allowed that to happen. But if you see a man, a girl or a boy, they grow to a certain age in height. Then they grow in width. From physical they grow to mental level. So many things people read and they isolate one or the others. The corruption causes chaos, and from chaos creation comes. So it is a hierarchy, you can say. But in a good system, if you call it, then checks and balances are there and has to be there. And system has to be where the society is not growing out of fear of hell or of jail. Rather, society is growing of goodness. And why good is good. Like we say at home to children, if you don't do this, bhoot aayega aur pakad le jayega. Omens will come and catch you, give you punishment. And father said, I will beat you. In society, Dharma says in many times, religious institution, if you do this, you will go to hell. And government says, if you do this, we will put behind the bar. So this is the way government allows things to. But if they say, you do this good job and it is bring happiness, healthiness to you, then the growth will be more harmonious. It will allow certain amount of freedom, certain amount of corruption as well, to fulfill the self-interest and a way for harmonious growth. Here, one thing may be noted. Many says that communism failed because it doesn't cater to the self-interest of the public. If you work, even then you will be paid. If you don't work, also you will be paid. And maybe equal. The self-interest was not there, which may be a corrupt. So if you see country across the world today, the developed, highly developed, developing or underdeveloped. Corruption in highly developed countries are causing corruption of underdeveloped countries, developed and developing countries. By the way they make their currency higher, by the way they manage or manipulate stock exchanges, whether of money or metal. This is the basis of their growth. So when you say whether corruption allows the growth, yes, certainly it has causes growth in those very countries. But question remains whether that is harmonious growth, long-lasting growth, or it will turn out to be a circling tower of Babel which can again falter, again indulge in homicides. That is a question. So once again, question to your answer. Growth certainly happens out of corruption, but we need to be vigilant, we need to be aware how the growth is happening, how much corruption is required and allowed.